Disastrous Necromancer Chapter 41. The first stage of the assessment, instant kill. You are not allowed to ask questions. What if you don't understand? A few whispered. At this time, the trial tower suddenly shot out several rays of light and fell on these people. These people disappeared immediately. Then the majestic voice said, "If you violate the rules, you will be disqualified from the exam." Wow! The faces of thousands of candidates changed drastically, and they covered their mouths one after another. The rules are so strict. It's not okay to just whisper inaudibly. At this moment, the audience was extremely quiet, and a needle could be heard falling. Even breathing has become cautious. After so many years of preparation, it would not be worth it if we were eliminated in the final touch. Lin Moyu remembered that Lu Yun had told them repeatedly before. In the big exam, you must follow the rules of the big exam. The rules of the big exam are very strict, and it is absolutely not allowed to violate it, even the slightest. He could do it naturally, and looked towards Gao Yang. I'm afraid Gao Yang won't be able to do it. Not letting him speak is probably more uncomfortable than killing him. Sure enough, Gao Yang was covering his mouth hard. He was also afraid that he could not control his mouth. This guy is kind of self-aware. Lin Moyu laughed in his heart, and there was no need to worry about Gao Yang. The majestic voice appeared again. The trial tower arranges different test scenarios for different professions. Auxiliary occupations will have non-combat scenes. The main battle class will arrange the main battle scene. After passing the basic exam, each occupation will have the right to choose the difficulty. Different difficulties and different grades will result in different points. The points are your exam results, and they are also the points you can bring to higher education institutions in the future. In institutions of higher learning, points are more important than gold coins. Finally, let me talk about the exam rules. The equipment you carry with you can be used normally. Other than that, any props cannot be used. Once discovered, the qualification for the exam will be directly disqualified. After entering the trial tower, your storage space will be blocked. The majestic voice explained the rules of the exam in detail. As long as the IQ is normal, there is generally no case of incomprehension. The few people who just started muttering are really talking too much and asking for it. Now, all candidates, line up to enter the tower. Everyone lined up one by one to enter the trial tower. The order is very good and everyone is very disciplined. Even the second-generation ancestors who are the eldest young master and eldest young lady at home do not dare to mess around at this time. The big exam is the most important exam of the Xinxia Empire every year. Not only in Jiangning province, but also in all major provinces across the country. More than 100,000 people will take the test on this day. The upper echelons of the empire will also stare at this exam. Anyone who dares to mess around in the exam will be killed. Wang Zihao was also in the crowd. As the young president of the Dynasty Guild, he is always arrogant and domineering on weekdays. When will he line up honestly? But today, he didn't dare to mess around in the slightest. Lin Moyu followed the team into the tower. He had removed the shield badge before setting off. When entering the tower, a light shone on him, and then he was teleported to an independent space. This is as he guessed, the trial tower is like a dungeon, entrance will be sent to different spaces. On the top floor of the trial tower stood several majestic and imposing middle-aged men. Several people were dressed in the costumes of support, warrior, and mage, and there were various professions. None are below level 70. They are the examiners in charge of the Jiangning provincial examination. Lin Moyu, level 16, Necromancer. A picture of Lin Moyu appeared in front of them. This is the new occupation reported by Shihai No. 1 Middle School. It's been a long time since I saw a new profession. The last time a new profession appeared was more than 30 years ago. Yes, more than 30 years ago, a new class called Elf Envoy appeared. It belongs to the main battle class of the control class, and it is designated as a rare class. Necromancer, judging from the information reported by No. 1 Middle School, it should be a summoning mage. Look at the intensity of this new profession and hope it doesn't disappoint us. It shouldn't be worse, at least it won't be weaker than rare occupations, otherwise it's impossible to upgrade to level 16. Let's deal with it according to the rules of rare level mages first, and make a record. After discussing with several people, they determined the method of Lin Moyu's exam. A monster appeared before Lin Moyu's eyes. This monster has a wolf's head but wears a robe. He even held a staff in his hand. This is a mage monster. Just don't know how strong it is. There's a light curtain between Lin Moyu and the mage monster. Detection cannot pass through this light curtain. Lin Moyu has no information about this mage monster for the time being. Examination mission: kill wolf orc mage. No further information was given. A countdown appeared on the light curtain. Lin Moyu is also ready. A skeleton warrior appeared beside him. 3, 2, 1. The moment the light curtain disappeared, the skeleton warrior rushed towards the wolf orc mage. But Lin Moyu's soul flame is one step faster. Almost at the same time that the light curtain disappeared, it landed on top of the wolf orc mage. The wolf orc mage fell to the ground with a scream. Died? Lin Moyu was speechless for a while, the intensity was too low. At this time, several examiners on the top floor of the tower showed shock. What kind of skill is this? Instakill? How can instakill? Is there a problem with the data? Is the setting wrong? The setting is correct. It is set according to the rare level professional, and the monster level is 2 levels higher than the professional. Different levels and different main combat occupations face different monsters. The monsters that rare professionals have to face are all 2 levels higher than themselves. Advanced professionals face monsters that are higher than their own level. Other professionals are monsters of the same level as themselves. Mage versus mage monsters, warrior versus warrior monsters. The type is also the same. Although they can win the battle, there is no one like Lin Moyu's Spike. Chapter 42, 1 seconds against the heavens. In the test, the combat skills of the professionals were actually tested. Although the level is a little higher, it is not a problem for qualified professionals. This setting has been used for many years without any problems. Generally, the battles are as short as 10 seconds and as long as half a minute. It can also see the combat ability of professionals. But there is a problem with Lin Moyu. It was killed in seconds. How can you tell the combat skills? What to do? An examiner asks a question. Everyone looked at the middle-aged man in the mage robe. He is the one who decides the exams for mages. But now he can't make up his mind, the effect that should be achieved has not been achieved, which is a headache. At this time, an old man appeared in the room. Master Ning, why are you here? Several examiners immediately saluted the visitor. Ning Xianfeng said in a deep voice, I heard that there's a new professional this year, let me take a look. A picture of Lin Moyu appeared in the light curtain, and Ning Xianfeng looked at it. He looks like a nice young man. Several examiners immediately said what happened just now. Ning Xianfeng said in a deep voice after listening, you all want to know how powerful the new profession of Necromancer is. According to the setting of a rare professional, its strength cannot be measured. Then set it according to the strength of the legendary professional, and give him a second test. Some examiners objected, but it's not fair to him, and how to calculate the points. Ning Xianfeng smiled and said, this kind of situation has not happened before. There have been professionals who killed monsters in seconds. This time it's a special matter. First, identify him as the first place in this exam, and give him 100 points for the first place. The second exam, if he can pass, give him an extra 1,000 points. The 10,000 points can be paid by me personally. All the examiners said quickly, Master Ning, you are joking, how can this get you points? That's right, we have points, so we will do as you said and add a second exam. Lin Moyu waited for a moment, and a light curtain appeared in front of him again. A monster appeared again on the opposite side of the light curtain. The appearance of the monster is exactly the same as before, but the breath is stronger. Candidates are asked to take the second test and kill the monster in front of them. There was a second exam. Lin Moyu didn't find it strange. I think it's okay to rule that. Little did he realize that he was being treated differently. When the light curtain disappears, the soul flame is activated. The mage monster in front of him screamed and died instantly. Exactly the same as before. Another spike. The examiners were surprised for the second time. Still can't see anything. The strength of the legendary class, the monster has surpassed the professional level 4. The mage monster that Lin Moyu killed just now had attributes set according to level 20 monsters. The result is still spiked. This skill is too strong in the future. Is there any powerful equipment on him? He's only level 16, and he has some powerful equipment, just pure skills. What should I do? Do you want to continue the test? Everyone turned their attention to Ning Xianfeng. Since his arrival, he has been in charge here. Ning Xianfeng shook his head and said, "No need, let's take the second round of exams." At this point, everyone has finished the first round of exams. The majestic voice echoed in his ears. Candidates in the main battle category, the first round of exams is over. The number of people who took the test was 632, and the number of people who passed was 522. Now announce the results. Everyone has a ranking in front of their eyes. Lin Moyu, 0.1 second, points, 100, Zwame, 3.2 seconds, points, 70, Xiaxue, 5.2 seconds, points, 40, Lin Moyu ranked first. The time only took 0.1 seconds. The second place was a professional named Zwame with a time of 3.2 seconds. Xiaxue ranked third with a time of 5.2 seconds. Wang Zihao, the young president of the Dynasty Guild, ranked fourth with a time of 5.5 seconds. The points for the top three are 100, 70, and 40 respectively, and starting from the fourth place, all are 10 points. When Wang Zihao saw this ranking, he was furious. How could I not even enter the top 3? The number 1 should be me. 0.1 seconds, what a joke, it must be a mistake. This result is against the sky. Not only Wang Zihao has such an idea, many people feel incredible after seeing Lin Moyu's results. Xiaxue looked at the rankings, boy Lin is so good, I won't admit defeat. Gao Yang had an exaggerated expression on his face, boss deserves to be the boss, he's too good, he can't accept it. Lin Moyu touched his nose subconsciously, is it too much? What he didn't expect was that more than 100 people were eliminated in this round of seemingly not difficult exams. The majestic voice sounded again. The second round of exams for the main combat occupations is about to begin, and candidates can choose their own difficulty level. Attention, there may be casualties in the second round of exams, candidates are requested to do what they can. If you encounter danger during the exam, you can yell to give up, and your exam will be terminated. The score is based on the score when you give up. The requirements for the second round of exams were stated again. The second round of exams is the same as the dungeon, divided into 3 levels of difficulty, normal, nightmare, and hell. The points obtained by killing monsters with different difficulties are different. You can get 1 point for killing a monster on normal difficulty, 3 points on nightmare difficulty, and 5 points on hell difficulty. The unified time is 30 minutes. The second round of the test is 30 minutes long, whoever kills the most monsters.